What's going on, guys? Antonio here. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up for me, and let's get into it. All right, so I'm on Vulture, and they've got this article up because I saw this. This was like trending on X or Twitter when this episode aired, and the headline 911's Oliver Stark doesn't care if you have a problem with Buck's gay kiss. All right, so this guy here is Oliver Stark. Let me read some of the article. Oliver Stark, who plays Buck on ABC's 911, took to social media following the series' 100th episode, sharing that he's humbled and overwhelmed by the positive response to his character's surprise, to some, same-sex kiss. While Buck has been part of the first responder procedural for all 7 seasons, this latest episode is the first official exploration of the character's bisexuality by way of a kiss shared with his new friend, Tommy, played by Louis Ferrigno Jr., that is the son of the original Incredible Hulk, Lou Ferrigno, former Mr. Universe as well. But yeah, Lou Ferrigno Jr., is the boyfriend. But let's read this. I've read so many of your messages, and I couldn't be prouder, he wrote in the Instagram story. Before addressing the concurrent negative reaction as well, if you are one of the smaller group of people commenting on my post about how this has ruined the show, I would like you to know that I truly don't care. This is a show about love and inclusion. It's featured queer relationships from the very beginning, including a beautiful black lesbian marriage played out by 2 of the best actresses I have ever watched. If one other character finding a new facet to his sexuality and realizing his bisexuality is your deal breaker, I fear you've missed the entire point of the show. All right. So I've watched a couple episodes of 911 when it was still on Fox, because they used to air 911 and 911 Lone Star back to back. So I watched, and I know Lone Star has one of the guys from True Blood on there, and True Blood was one of my favorite shows. So I saw he was on the show. I was like, oh, let me peep this out. So I've watched a couple episodes, but I'm not invested in it. So I'm gonna be honest with you. When I saw this, I was like, okay, they do this now. Some of the people. There are some people that are just haters, right? And then I saw what I consider to be normal, reasonable critics saying, okay, you've been on the show 7 years or 7 seasons, and this was never put out there, and then all of a sudden you guys do this. That's what people are getting upset with. Like, say, if they had done it very early on in the show, and I think, what's the guy? He's one of the creators of the show, I think it's Tim Minier. I might be mispronouncing his name, but he said that they had actually wanted to do this. They had wanted Buck to be bisexual for a while now. They've been wanting, this isn't something that they just flipped a coin and happened. They had wanted to maybe, 3 or 4 years ago, they had talked about maybe exploring his sexuality more when they were still on Fox, but for whatever reason, they decided not to do it. And Fox canceled the show, although they still have Lone Star on Fox, but they canceled 911, and then they moved, obviously, since it's produced by 20th Studios, which was formerly 20th Century Fox Studios, but Disney bought all that stuff, and they said, hey, this show is still good, and they picked it up on ABC, and the ratings have still been solid. So the ratings for 911 have been solid, and they just renewed it for an 8th season, so it's not going anywhere. The thing that hurts these television shows is when you guys stop watching. So that's what it is. So in the next few weeks, if they notice a drop in the ratings, then they will walk some stuff back. But I don't think that's the people that like 911, they're going to keep watching it, at least most of them. Obviously, like I said, it was trending on Twitter because a lot of people was like, whoa, why is he kissing the dude all of a sudden? And but the other thing I wanted to say is one of the creators of the show is Ryan Murphy. So if you know about Ryan Murphy, Ryan Murphy, he is the creator of Nip Tuck, that aired on FX and American Horror Story. He also created Glee, which was one of my favorite shows. And I did, in December, I posted a video of my wife and myself. We had gone to see Darren Criss, who had been on Glee, and I think he had been on Scream Queens, he had been on Scream Queens as well, which was another Ryan Murphy show. But he performed in Nashville, and I went to see him, and I had a great time. I was a big, I'm mentioning Darren Criss because Darren Criss was a gay character on Glee, and he also played in that Versace American Crime Story thing that Ryan Murphy produced, and he won like an Emmy and a Golden Globe for that. So, I mean, Ryan Murphy, if you watch any of his shows, they're all going to have LGBTQ themes in them. Every single one of them. It's the same as what's the guy, Greg Berlanti. He's the one that did all the Arrow and Flash and Supergirl, Black Lightning. He produced all the Arrowverse shows on the CW. All of his shows have LGBTQ themes in them. They all have those characters. So if I see, Ryan Murphy's the executive producer and creator, I already know, and based on what I just read there, they already had a lesbian wedding. So this should not be shocking to people when they see this type of stuff. And Ryan Murphy's name, I mean, Ryan Murphy did that Jeffrey Dahmer thing that's on Netflix that was, what was it, the year before or whatever. It was like breaking streaming. Everybody was watching. Last time I checked, not only was Jeffrey Dahmer a cannibal, he was a gay man. So he was eating his lovers. And so, which, that's what it is. So like I said, not overly offended by this because I'm not a watcher, a regular watcher of the show. Like I said, I only watched like 2 episodes. I gave it a chance when it debuted because I like Ryan Murphy, like American Horror Story. I love Nip Tuck. I love Glee. So I'm saying I watched all those shows. So if I see his name on it, I was like, oh, okay. He does a couple shows that I enjoy, so I'll watch. But I didn't, like I said, I didn't get too invested in it. But I saw all these articles and people commenting on my X feed, so I wanted to at least put this up and see what you guys are talking about on it. But that's it. Give me a follow. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on X. I'm on Threads, all at Ikari Press. If you type in IkariPress.com, it will take you to my comic book brand, Way of the Gun. The link to my Gumroad is also in the description if you want to check out some of my other books. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm out.